Now, yesterday we had the Golden Globes, and Argo won in a number of categories, including Best Picture. And apparently the folks at Fox and Friends find that a good, wholesome American movie. Thanks, God. There's some irony there I'll get to in a second. But apparently there are un-American movies. I was not aware of that. So let's take it to the genius Steve Doocy here on Fox and Friends talking to Donald Trump.
Ben Affleck's movie, where it showed the United States triumphing over the Iranians in the hostage situation. It was a pro-American film. And then he got a snub by the Oscar folks. No nod for Best Director, just like Kathleen Bigelow, who has in the past won one, but because her movie Zero Dark 30 was pro-American, showing, you know, exactly what it took to finally get bin Laden. Do you think both those films are being punished by Oscar because they're pro-American movies?
Punished by Oscar because they're pro-American movies. Just when you think you've hit the bottom of the barrel and how insane Fox and Friends is, they one-up you. Because I was thinking, wait a minute, am I remembering this wrong? So I went and found the category at the Oscars for Best Movie this year. And let's take a look at that. All right, well, you've got, you know, Amour, Beasts of Southern Wild, Django Unchained, Les Miserables. Wait a minute, Argo's on the list. And so is Zero Dark 30. They've both been nominated for Best Picture, as in the best movie made this year. Well, if Hollywood has a bias towards these pro-American movies, they've got a funny way of showing it. Now, to be fair, since that's a list of 10, and remember Best Director is only get 5 nominees, okay? So I went and looked up Best Director. Well, there you don't find Ben Affleck or Kathleen Bigelow, which of course the Academy hates except for the fact that they gave her Best Director a couple of years ago. So they have this list. There's also that notoriously un-American movie Lincoln on that list with the un-American director Steven Spielberg. I believe that some of these movies are intensely American. Perhaps what they didn't like was Amour. That sounds vaguely French. I don't know. And pie is spelled kind of funny in The Life of Pi. So we got issues. Perhaps you're wondering, what in the world are they referring to? What's the un-American movie that they're trying to celebrate? My theory, and this is just a theory, and who could know the true lunatic ravings of Doocy or any of the friends on Fox and Friends? Django Unchained. Since it shows slavery, which was an integral part of American history, it's un-American. How dare you? Okay, you see that? Django Unchained's on the list. But Argo and Zero Dark 30 aren't. By the way, Django Unchained also not up for Best Director, which, by the way, is a crime. That's the real crime here. So they posed this to Donald Trump. Let's see what Donald Trump had to say.
Well, I don't think so, and
No?
I hear they're both very good movies, and Ben Affleck, really, I think he's done a terrific job as director. I've seen Argo, and I think it was terrible that he was snubbed, because he really has done a good job. So maybe this is just befitting. Maybe Oscars needed a little bit of this.
Well, it is interesting that both those films that I mentioned, you know, they're hailed by the foreign press, and yet they're not going to wind up with Oscar nods for the director at the big American awards show, the Academy Awards.
Which is too bad. Which is really too bad.
You know you've gone through some sort of threshold of insanity when you can't even get Donald Trump to buy into your conspiracy theory. I was like, well, I don't know about that, guys, man. By the way, Ben Affleck, of course, is a huge progressive, which at other times I'm sure Fox News has berated for being un-American himself. And by the way, the final piece of this irony is that in the beginning of Argo, they talk about how the U.S. government organized a coup of the democratically elected government of Iran, which is the same thing that President Obama pointed out in a speech he made in Egypt when he first became president. And yes, it's that speech that Fox News has been saying all along was an unacceptable apology to the rest of the world from America. How could you apologize for us? Yet the same exact thing in Argo. What a wonderful pro-American movie.